We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The Seahawks, first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run for Nick Chubb. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Made by Miles Jack. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll run the option left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Lane. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
The tackle.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down.
Gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Seahawks 21, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 30.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Miami Dolphins.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Rolling to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Hey, watch that. Check.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Henry, the ball.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
This is Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
1st down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass. Complete.
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. This time Wilson will throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave them outline.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And here's Jackson on the option. They run it again with Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Seahawks 49, Dolphins 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it, They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Back at the 38-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure what... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is all the way up past the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The left side completion to Jones.
Pass.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 20.
The end result, 21 yards.
Down, Seattle.
Switch gears.
To throw again is Wilson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Jackson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play by Kyle Fuller.
Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check back. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I got you, son. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, that's
They go play action now. Jackson going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to a 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Jackson on first down. That one complete to Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
18-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. What's the run? They're running it. 57's the Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Dolphins 42. Jason
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Wilson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
First down.
Throwing now is Wilson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Stay hard. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Middle. Last 57's Mike.
To throw again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.